Okay, so this is what stupid things can I do at 1 a.m. in the morning? That is the whole point of this build. Is it is quite literally 1:02 a.m. and I am not tired. So now I'm basically gonna sit here and see what stupid designs I can build and see where it goes from there. Because that is pretty much the entire premise of this. Is what stupid things can I build at 1 a.m. Because this is when my brain just goes blank. So now it's basically figure out what sort of ship I can build at 1 a.m. I don't really know what I want to build in the first place, so this is going to be probably going to take me a little while just to figure out what I even want to build. Because we're stuck on New Atlantis right now, or stuck in New Atlantis right now, so this is like brand new character right at the start of the game, and I'm just basically, gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this thing. I have no clue. I'll probably go with this one because I like this one better. I like the cockpit better. I'm not really a big fan of the other cockpits though. In saying that, that one's actually a pretty cool cockpit. That one, won't lie, that one's actually a pretty cool one. I do not like that one, like the Magellan. I really despise those C2 ones. Not like really not a fan of these, but as far as they are concerned, that one's actually pretty good. Okay, so let's start this puppy up. I have some sort of a crazy design in my head right now. I'm not entirely sure how crazy it's going to become, but I've got some sort of a crazy design as to what this is going to look like. Basically it's going to be like 3 wide at most. I say 3 wide because it's going to be 3 2x1s wide when we can memorize where halves are. So I'm going to put an engineering bay in, for no other reason than because, actually we might not put an engineering bay in. We might just go with a all-in-one or a, where are they? I want to basically just put that in there. No, we're going to push this back one. There. We're going to put this one directly when it actually responds. There we go. I'm going to put that one on top. This is as far as my brain has gotten. That is as far as it's gotten. It knows what it wants to do, but it doesn't know how to build it. Yeah, the hazards of being up at 1 a.m. with no idea what you're gonna do. See, I could probably make this 5 wide if I could get to Titan, but we can't get to Titan right now, so this is basically stuck in here. I don't know what class it's gonna be. I don't know anything right now. It's basically this is what my brain has gone to at this time of the morning. Yeah, so like I figured out this before. You don't need science labs anymore. Well, you do kind of. I think it's science labs or it's infirmary that has I think it's infirmary that has chemistry station if you're going to do chemistry. If you're not going to do chemistry, don't worry about it. Do this instead. Because all-in-ones have research station on them. So you don't need to worry, like, if that's why you were building science labs and infirmaries, was for the research station, don't worry about it, just do this instead. That has a research station in it, and you get 2 passenger slots. Like, it's better. And then basically you do these for the crew stations for no apparent reason. I'll show you what 1 a.m. does to your brain, or at least what 1 a.m. does to my brain after this. There's another one that I built that I quite literally just called it Ugly. Or I think I called it What is Ugly, or something like that. I don't know, it was some weird name I came up with. But yeah, so basically that was what happened at just before midnight. Actually just after midnight, I think I built that. So we could go C grade. I think we might just go B grade, though B grade's probably not going to be any good because that's only got 10 power. I think we've got some A grades that have a higher power. Do we? Jump thrust. That's right. Yes, you don't want power. You want low power with high thrust. So the lower the power with higher the thrust, the better it is. Because like that one there is max 10 power, but it's only 18 thrust. Whereas that's 9 power and it's 23 thrust. Like, you win there. Like, yes, it's a B class, an A class, and not a B class, but hey, it doesn't really matter with this thing. I also learned something else out the other day by watching. I think his name is Swole is Benji, or Benji is Swole, or something like that. It's got something to do with those three things. Or three words. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I learned something from him. With engines. Okay, so back down here. So engines. Okay, so these things here, they have a max power of 2. That max power is basically dependent on how much power you have to put in to get that max speed, or the top speed. So these are 3, these are 3, these are 3, and then these are only 2. Same with these are only 2. Now, these give you more thrust, which probably works out in the long run to be better if you do with these ones. They give you more thrust, and they don't give you more maneuvering though, but they give you more thrust, do they? 9.2 with 1900. 9.2, yeah, see that one's got more maneuvering thrust, so it's actually better in the long run to go with this, because that's heavier than that one is, so the mass is heavier. So you basically do this, you go 2 of these, and you only need 4 power to get you to that 150 speed. You only need 4 power, rather than if you were to say then go this one, you would, no, sorry, not that one, say that one, like, that's what the original ship comes with, is this one, or one of these. It's one of these ones, but they require 3 power, so it's 6 power required to get you to that 150 speed, whereas this one's only 4 power to get you to that max speed, so you don't really need that extra part, like, unless you can find something that has a 2 to the power, to the max power, but more thrust, then it works out in your favor. But if you can't find it, which none of these basically are, so like, these 2 engine sets are the only sets worth getting in the game if you're after speed. If that's all you're after is just speed, don't get any other engine. These 2 are the only engines you're going to need. I think the double set ones, the ones that look like the double engines, might be 2 power as well. I'm not 100% sure, because that's a different area to here, so it might not be the same. Okay, so we can't do anything about that. Okay, so we'll just put the docker on top for now. Let's just put that there. I'll probably mess with that and put a higher level dock on there in a bit, because I plan on doing something with this back end. I plan on putting a tail in here, and the only way I'm going to be able to fit the tail in is if I do that and then have something on top with, I'll show you what I mean. So let's put that one on, move that one out of the way, put that one on top, so we could, actually let's put this one back one, because then we can put on, can we put it here, or I don't know, we'll figure this out in a second. I also found out that if you use, where are they? They're in here somewhere, structurals. Here we go. As far as like places to put things, put these down. They weigh 1 mass. So if you were to go with this as well, they weigh 1 mass each as well. But that weighs 1 mass, and you can put 3 things on it. There's 3 spots on that, plus the connection here. So rather than getting 2 slots for 1, you can get 3 slots for 1. This actually works out better. Yes, the other one holds tighter, but this one kind of feels a little bit better, because like you can do that with it and just like really mess with it. And then you can basically put 1 weapon here, 1 weapon here. I don't know what this back one would be for. Probably just to mess with stuff and connect it to something. I don't know. But basically, I'm going to copy these as well, because I want to test something. I want to see if... No, you can't. Okay, so that's going to be useless. I'll have to go get one of the other mounts later, or I'll just put it straight on the tail that we're going to build in 2 seconds. So I might get one of these, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that connects to that. So we could double click that and move that around. Yep, okay. We might go with that. Okay, so to get my tail, so this is what we're thinking of building a tail out of. If I just do that, put that there, grab 2 more, there we go. I think 4 is going to be too far, so let's go there. That's what I was thinking of building a tail out of, like that. That's where my brain went. As soon as I thought tail, like wings and stuff like that, I thought about that. And have like that as a wing. I would like to have some sort of an underbelly thing, but we can't find any right now. Landing gears, we can't find any right now, so the only landing gears we basically have is the starting ones, which I'm kind of thinking we put like 2 there and then maybe 2 back here. But this is also going to be a little bit higher through here for a reason. We're going to go get that. We're going to bring that. Oops. Bring that up to there. We can... Now it looks a little bit cleaner too. Like, my brain always does aesthetics. Even at 1 in the morning, my brain will do aesthetics. So now we're going to try and get some wings here, just to make it look a little bit nicer. I kind of want to put this up on the tail here. I kind of want that right there. And go with something along here. Kind of make it look like it's actually being held into place. So let's see what stupidity I can build. I don't want it to be monstrous, but I still want it to be somewhat buildable. Actually, do we want to do that? No, that looks... how does that actually look? We'll have to figure out in a second. No, actually no, we are going to build that there. Or we'll build the skinnier wings in a second. I kind of wish I could build a pelican. I really do, because that would be really cool, having a pelican. What can we do for stupidity? So we still have to put the whatchamacallit in, the grab drive, which will go right there. Okay, so let's go build that grab drive and the shield, actually. Okay, so we want a C-grade shield, which will come all the way back here. No, it won't, because we're going to put stuff on that tail. So where can we put this? Where can we put this and make it look interesting? Probably there. That's probably about the only place you can do it. I kind of wish you could, like, turn these and they would, like, attach to here, or they could be put on the wings or something like that. Like, they can be put there, they can be put there. Actually, no, we can put it on top of the... Maybe we can put it on top of the... Oops. Maybe we can put it on top of the grab drive. Okay, so we need an A-class grab drive that does 20. Nope, not that. Not that. Thank you. Okay, now, will this mess with that height? Only 1 grab drive allowed? Oh, we have a grab drive already. 9 and 23... 9 and 20. Okay, so the other one's better. Okay, so I didn't actually realize we had a grab drive down there. Okay, so that works out in our favor. Let's build that there. Oh, actually, wait. Is there any that face that way? The shields? Are there any shields that go that way? No, no. That's annoying. Your ups. You got sides, but you got no sides facing forward, which is kind of annoying. Which is why, like, okay, so if I was to place this down, like, it only goes one of 2 ways. I kind of wish they had more axis, axis. I don't know what it is. The plural of axis. I don't know if it's axi or axis still. But yeah, so like I kind of wish they had more options. It needs 1 fuel tank. Okay, so that's what we can put up here. put a fuel tank right there. Let's go get ourselves a fuel tank, because these are the only two we have. 70, okay, that'll work. And then we put that on top of the fuel tank. Missing a reactor, apparently. Okay, so the reactor is gonna go, he's gonna have to go up there, because apparently we are missing a reactor, not anything else important. Okay, so we can put this under the wing there. It might look nice, I don't know. Let's find this out in a second. So what do we need? A reactor. Reactor. I think it's that one? Yeah, it's that one. It's 16, that gives us 20. Okay, so we want this one. This one gives us 20 power. So that's the better one. Okay, so we have that. Too few landing gears. Okay, that's understandable. But yeah, see, this is where I want like those underbody landing gears, because I want to put like 2 landing gears here and then 2 underneath that one, and that's all I want to do, and maybe put like 1 on the tail here. But until that happens, let's go back to structural. Let's go down. Is it that one or is it that one? Where is it? I think it's this one. No, that's too high. Okay, that one won't work. No, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one here is really good. If you that way, so this one's got 3 on it. So you got the 3 attach points, which is the same as this. This has the 3 attach points, but if you're just building spines along your ship rather than putting like these cowlings in, these ones are better to go with. Any day of the week, it's better to go with this one if you're just going for spines. So say I had a underbelly or a different dock point. So say I had an underbelly dock point right there. I could get rid of that. I could put the shield underneath back up here, or not shield, the generator. I could put that back here. I could put the shield somewhere else, and then I could have a spine. Actually, can I put these on here? I don't think I can put these on. No, we can't. Okay, so, but you could put this as a spine, and you could have that right up here with 3 guns on it and make it look really cool. I also found out from Swell Benji, yeah, that's his name, Swell Benji. I finally remembered what his name was. Where is it? We want, when I can remember, here we go. These things. We want these. They are, I think it's these ones. I think these ones come in at level 12, I believe. Not 100% sure about that, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure these come in at level 12. Look at the range. 4,450. That thing's got a beast of a range. You do have earlier ones that aren't as good, and they only do like 3,000 range or something like that. But these things do stupid amount of range. Like, they're same range roughly as a rocket launcher. And a missile launch, like 5,200 for those things, 4,875 for that. That's 4,550. So that does almost the same range as a rocket launcher. It fires quicker than a rocket launcher. It fires 3 times quicker than a rocket launcher, and it does stupid amounts of damage. And then you put 4 of these on with max power going through them. They don't need to recharge. They just fire, and just keep doing that. You don't need to reload. You don't have to wait for it to reload. So basically, this is like, make sure it's this one and not the auto fire. Make sure it's this one in particular. So make sure it's not that one. Do not use that one. It still has all the same, everything like that. The power's down a little bit. Yeah, power's down a little bit, but everything else is the same basically, except that one has to fire itself. This one you can fire yourself. So you can snipe ships from, well, 4,500 meters or whatever it is, range basically. And these things are pretty fun to play with. Like, once you start playing with these, I don't think you're going to go back to any other weapon, because rockets are good at times, but these things are just that little bit more fun. Also, I found out a really cool way. Okay, so see how it says ship module is unattached? Do this. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, but If say for example you had a ship module unattached and this is all you have, just do that. Double click the entire thing and move it, and whatever is unattached will say where it is, and then basically you can just put it back into place. But yeah, so basically, what have we got? Ship is 50 landing gears. I still wish we could just build that without landing gears, because that looks really cool. Especially because these landing gears right now, where are they? My gears, yeah, we don't really have any cool looking gears right now. Actually, how many of these gears do we have? Do we have 4 of these? If we have 4 of them, I think we'll just go with them. Yes we do. Haha. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go with. That's gonna be our gear system. Well, at the start of the video, you kind of saw what this thing looked like. It doesn't look anything like it does right now. Or it didn't look anything like it does right now. I kind of put the map there, and I'm gonna put a skeleton on that just to make it feel better. Just like if you were say building this, you'd want the spine to be there so that it has a little bit more rigidity, I think is the word. It's a little bit more rigid, basically, is what you're aiming for. Because like at the end of the day, like if this was a real ship, that would have a fair bit of rigidity, or it'd be rigid to a certain point, and then after that, it would basically be useless. And at least doing it this way, when we can find the correct. Okay, so we probably can't find anything, but that's annoying. Nothing really. Okay, that kind of matches, but it's weird. That's like off center. Oh, that's probably why it was off center. There we go. No, it's still kind of off center. For me, it feels a little bit. Looking at that, it kind of feels a little off center. Like, all this doesn't quite match up. It looks like it matches up, but it doesn't look like it matches up all at the same time. I don't know, especially when you zoom out like this. Like, the moment you zoom out, it starts to look like it doesn't actually really match. Anywho, so basically gonna go with that. That is my 1 o'clock build. It took me 22 minutes to come up with that, with 1 iteration. This did not get changed. Now, I could make this lighter and get more mobility. I could do that. But this feels a little better like this. And so like you've got your workshop, so everyone needs workshop. Depending on what your build is, of course. Everyone needs a control station, especially if you're going to run people with you. So if you're going to run crew with you, you need a control station. If you're going to go for max crew, you're going to need 2 crew stations. So you're going to need the 2 for the 8, basically, that you're going to get. Even though that comes with 2, it's still better to have that 2 there plus this. This one here is passenger slots. If you're going to turn this into a cargo, I would hold out until you can get to what's that system? Okay, let's just save this really quickly. It's not going to let me go to the system I want to go to. I'll show you the other ship in a second too. Give me a second. So if we go into map, if you hold out until basically do the quest line here at the lodge and stuff like that to be able to leave this area, and then go to there, go to the warp system, go to the star yard or the starship thing, whatever it's called, go there, go upgrade your ships there. If you're high enough level, I think it's 15 to 20, something in that region, you can get underbody cargo hulls. So if you were to say upgrade this, but you weren't planning on say doing a full
no problem.
crew type thing, because you only need like 4 crew, 6 crew, something like that. That's what you really need to keep your ship running to its max capacity. Yeah, so that's the other one I was going to show you in a second. I don't know which one I just played with. I really have no clue. I wasn't paying attention. No, Was it that one? Yeah, so it was that one there. That's my new ship. That's the one we just built in 22 minutes. Which isn't half bad for a design. Like you could put weapons on the wings if you wanted to. I kind of like the look of this a little bit more. The wings are just to make this feel somewhat more plausible, even though we're flying spaceships in space, especially ships that move really, really, really quickly. But this is what is ugly. This is the ship I was talking about before. It's basically got guns in there, so it's got those laser turrets that I'm currently using that shoot stupidly far. This started off as, I don't even know what it was. It's kind of like that whole Eclipse ship that you see usually running around with that sort of a head. That's kind of what it started off as. And then basically it turned into this chaotic, ugly mess that is this. But basically you've got, like, you go in, up, well, you go in and up to here, into this room. You've got that up there, and then basically you go across, you get up into here, you run through stupid amounts of corridors to get to either side. By the way, like, these are stupid amounts of corridors. I probably could have made it worse on myself and made that even wider, but I didn't want to torment myself that much, even though I've already tormented myself building this. But yeah, so that's pretty much where that tormenting will stop. This one I plan on building a cargo ship out of. A stupidly powerful cargo ship, by the way, I warn you. It basically will hold a lot of cargo. I think it holds 6 cargo blocks. So let's just do this really quickly so I can show you what I mean. Because I don't even know what the things are called. Cargoes, here we go. So I think it's these ones are what you can get at early game. If you do a few story quest lines, like follow the story for like 4 or 5 quest lines, you should get enough money that you can completely upgrade this thing into a cargo ship. And then if you follow the story, if you follow the game far enough, you should eventually get the quest line to do the Mantis quest line. Do that as early as you can. Grab that quest line as early as you can, because that ship has some secrets attached to it that actually help you in your fights later on. One said secret is pirates and stuff are actually intimidated by the ship because of the whole backstory behind the Mantis. I won't spoil any of that for you. I'll make this less than half an hour. So I won't spoil the Mantis storyline for you. But do the Mantis as early as you can. So the moment you get that data pad thing off of one of the pirates or one of the spaces, and you get the Mantis storyline, do it. Do the storyline as quick as possible. There are walkthroughs to how to get the Mantis done, like, because there's a puzzle later on in there that you have to step on certain tiles. There are walkthroughs to do that, so that will save you dying multiple times, especially for people that play this game on very hard like I do. Well, I did it on hard, and I got lit up the first 3 times until I basically went stuff this and looked up a walkthrough to find out the exact coding that you have to type in to get past it. Yeah, and then there's another turret. Watch out for the next turret. I won't tell you where it is, but there's another turret. Watch out. I got trapped by that one and then just insta-died. And that was me playing on hard. Now I'm playing on very hard, and I know I'm going to die even quicker to that turret. But yeah, so that's pretty much what this video was about, was basically building that thing at 1 AM as quick as I can, but still make it look like a good ship. But yeah, so that's pretty much the ship. Basically, it's a go in, you go up into here. This will then go either this way into your cockpit or go back this way into the crew station there, which will then have access down to this crew station down here, which then has access, which from here you have access to those two compartments on either side. So you got your workshop plus you got your all-in-one, I think it is. Can't remember if that's an all-in-one or a lounge. I think that's an all-in-one. I think I did that one because we needed the the research station that's in that one. But then you've got your exit here, your docking station here. You've got your 4 landing gears until you can get the landing gears that actually come underneath here. So once you can get the landing gears that come underneath here, you can get rid of those 4. And that way you can upgrade this to make it look a little cleaner. And I would suggest, like this is what I would do. When you can get those ones, basically put a Deimos piece here, like just a normal Deimos square or something. I don't know, whatever you want to do here. You could put anything there, but go into, where is it? Structural. I'm just going to do this very quickly. This one. Use this. Use that underneath here, and then put like a reverse thruster or something in here, just to make it look a little cleaner. If that's what you want. I would do that just because it would feel like the reverse thrust has some sort of a structural support to it, rather than just trying to hang off of that thing. But yeah, that's pretty much where this is at. Yeah, well, it's a little bit over 30 minutes because my mumbling and my tendency to talk for non-stop. But yeah, so that's pretty much what this entire video was based around this thing. I have no clue what I'm even going to call this thing yet, because it is some sort of a weird, and it's just some sort of weird mess, basically, this thing. But yeah, so that's pretty much my build today, is this thing. It, it will fly at top speed, let's say 150, so you only need 4 energy to get you up to your max speed of 150. That's all you need for that. I'd say put 3 into shield, maybe 4 into shield, depending on how much shield you want. And then basically put everything but 1 into your weapons. And they will just insta reload and just keep firing. They never tire. They never need to be reloaded because they just instantly reload. The higher you, like, the more energy you put in, the quicker they reload. And it makes it really, really fun. But yeah, so like pretty much if you were to build this thing as is, and then play with that, you would understand what I mean by this is so much fun when you put really high energy into that. So at least amount, I would say have it here. So missing 2 energy at very, very least, have missing 2 energy. At most, have all energy. If you can, get away with it, put all the energy in, run max onto energy on engines, and then run like 3 or 4 into shields. I can't remember how much energy you get out of your drive, out of your reactor. So you get 20. How many's in this? So that's 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so you get all of it there. So you can have your engines at full, your shield at full, your weapon at full. Take 2 out of engine when you need to use your grav, and then basically put it straight back into engine when you don't need your grav anymore. And that's your 20 energy right there between those 3 systems. And you have an immense firepower. You can snipe stuff from like 4 and a bit down. What's it, 4,500 distance? Let's just go with meters because everything else is in meters in this game. Like, when you're playing on a planet, it tells you like how many meters you are away from it. So we'll just go with meters as what the system is. So it's like 4.5 Ks is its distance, which is pretty good for a snipe point from something like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've got. If you have any questions about this thing, if you want to know how much it would set you back, chuck it in the comments. I will go build this thing from scratch. I'll grab all the numbers, like how much each piece weighs, and then I'll basically just tally it up for you, so you know how much you're gonna need to have this thing built for you. Because some of these parts I got for free, so I wasn't actually paying attention to the numbers. But basically, I can just tally everything up for you, chuck it into description, and do it that way for you if you really want or need numbers. But yeah, well, anywho, thanks for sticking around and listening to my rambles and ranties and mumbles and stuff like that. And hope you enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is for you guys. And have a good one. Thanks. Bye.